Hello, everyone, and welcome in. This is Aaron St. Dennis, the FF Mad Scientist, and welcome back to the Mad Science Lab podcast. Well, hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us live. We are here for Mock Draft Monday. Yes, that's right. Mock Draft Monday. Why are we doing it on a Friday, you may ask? Well, because someone in this stream was slightly irresponsible at the expo and may have had one too many drinks to do Mock Draft Monday on a Monday. I won't name any names, but we'll just move on and we'll get it done today. All right. Before we get started, though, let's take a second here to meet all of our drafters and streamers here. Who wants to go first? Introduce yourself. Tell everyone where they can find you.
I'll go first. My name is Brendan Booth. You can find me at BigBonedFFB on Twitter. Also, come find me in the Batcave. I'm having a little bit of lighting trouble today. I don't know why. Windows are open, lights are on. I got a camera light on me, and I'm still totally in the dark. I'm also writing on Dynasty Pros now, and on Monday I start doing news bits for Player Profiler. So look for me wherever you can.
You work at Player Profiler too? Didn't know that.
I start on Monday. I just got into the Discord this morning.
Oh, nice. You probably were messaging. It's amazing. I've done this at the expo, talking to people. And it's like, hey, who do you write for? And they're like, oh, DLF. And I'm like, fuck, I write for DLF too. And you don't recognize their name. Or everyone should have to have, the same username on everything. Sleeper, Twitter, Discord. It should be the same thing because I don't know how many times I've been in there and not knowing who someone was. But we don't mind your lighting. It's all right. I've had comments where my best shows were the ones where they couldn't see my face. So maybe that'll hold true for you as well. It worked out well for me. My show was never looking better than when nobody could see me.
Sweet. Let's go.
Jesse, you're up, buddy.
All right, I'm Jesse Muller. You can find me on every social media. I mean, it's like every social media platform. JMuller05. I keep it simple. If you want to find me on Sleeper, it's the same thing. I don't want to confuse people. We're gonna keep it short and simple. I write for league winners, P2W, and then have the rankings of Fantasy Football Fanatic and a bunch of other stuff that I do. So we'll just keep it short and sweet and move along.
Dylan, I just got followed by a Best Ball account on Twitter. Is this your burner account?
What?
No, I don't know. I just naturally assume it's Best Ball. It's you on a burner account, but I guess you could just introduce yourself if you want.
Smash Antonio Brown this year.
Do you mean million makers or just all in general in DK? Because I'm at 100. I think I'm at 113 million maker drafts.
You need help. You want to tell everyone where they can find you and your work?
At Dylan S Sports One, host of the Spunky Spectrum, host of the Big D podcast. Check me out, Spunky Spectrum Sports.
All right, and that brings us to not least, Jeremy.
Yep, Jeremy Shulman, senior writer at the League Winners, focusing mostly on Dynasty, PPR, usually super flex. So why not? Let's jump into a one quarterback half PPR. Redraft. That's fantastic. Thanks, Aaron.
You are welcome. We only filled half the draft because well, it's only half. Well, that's what I mean. Like my work leagues, all my casual leagues are this format: 15 rounds, 1 QB, half PPR. I realize that we think in the industry that all that exists is super flex and this and that, and not all the non-degenerates. They just play normal football like this, like fantasy football. My work leagues, my family leagues,
ones that they play this format too, where it's like $5,000 and they're doing 1 QB, half PPR stuff too.
Cooter Doodle sent a tweet out yesterday that was talking about redraft on the major platforms and everything, and I replied that I usually go into ESPN every year and do like 5 redraft leagues just because it helps me with the content creation and it helps me write for what people are actually looking for, because the majority of the people don't play in the Scott Fish Bowl or in Best Ball or whatever. So
I try and play in every type of league, even like obscure ones and whatnot. But I'm not going to lie. I find this, my biggest buy-in is my work league. Well, it might not be now, and it's my most enjoyable. I love going to a draft and not having to just spend the first 2 rounds playing the fucking race to quarterback. It's so relaxing to just be able. I know we're late round QB is not really a thing anymore, but it's nice to be able to play mid round QB instead of fucking 9 quarterbacks in 10 picks. It's like, oh, like I'm doing super flex drafts where we got Anthony Richardson going at the 110, and I'm going, fuck, why are we doing this to ourselves? But all right, we're a little behind schedule here, so let's kick it off. We got Brendan at the 101. Let's roll.
I was going to tell a story real quick. Last year in my 2022 rookie draft in my home league, I took George Pickens first just to cause chaos. Anyway,
please don't do that. I took a kicker in the 8th round yesterday of the Belly Up Sports mock draft, but it was only to give someone a hard time who was in the stream.
I'm not going to waste time. CMC.
McCaffrey. So we've got. So it's 1 QB.
Wow.
1 QB.
All
There
right.
is a defense. Nothing fancy. It is tight end premium, but that doesn't really matter for me.
No.
We start with Jefferson, McCaffrey, Kelsey, Jamar Chase, Tyreek, Jesse on the clock at 6.
And we're going to take Eckler because he is an absolute beast and a demon, and it's half PPR. So, yeah, give me the running back who's going to catch passes. Yeah, we'll just keep it simple.
Fair enough. Then we have AJ Brown and Bijan auto picked. Gets us to Jeremy at the 109.
This is a tough one for me. Cooper Kupp would probably be my auto pick, if not for whatever this lingering, a hamstring that he's got going on. Matt Stafford, a year older. That team is terrible on both sides of the ball.
I'm telling you right now, I think the LA Rams are going to challenge for a playoff spot in the NFC.
See, I hate where I'm at in the draft at the 112 because I'm looking at the 4th player left on the board, and it's the only one of the 4 I don't want. So I'm thinking you're going to pick Kupp here or one of the other 2, and I'm going to get Nick Chubb, who I don't want. But
yeah, I'm really considering Kupp, Barkley, and Chubb. I don't love any of it. We're going
Don't take
Kupp.
Chubb. Thank you. Yeah, I was like, don't take Chubb.
no, Chubb's the one I don't want. I don't want Chubb in the first round.
I wanted Aaron to struggle with picking Chubb because the Chubb's team is out of control.
I will. What am I going to do here? I am going to double tap me some receiver and go Diggs and Lamb. So our first round was Jefferson, McCaffrey, Kelsey, Jamar Chase, Tyreek, Eckler, AJ Brown, Bijan, Kupp, Nick Chubb, Barkley, and Diggs. And we are back to Jeremy at the 204 after Lamb, Jacobs, and Pollard go. So we have some fun builds already. We've got a double wide receiver and 2 double running backs. So nobody's really going for diversity here. Let's see what Jeremy does. Oh, he says, fuck
we'll
you,
go
I'll go
Derrick Henry.
Diversity. Yeah, he
That's
takes
it.
Derrick Henry. I didn't tell you this is Dynasty, right? I just,
Yeah,
I'm feeling great about my 29-year-old running back right there. This is going to be fantastic.
yeah. Kupp Henry is a
combined
nice little,
age of
play
60
there.
in his first 2
There you
players.
go.
Right. Oh, gosh. Yeah, so I'm definitely not going to touch Jonathan Taylor here. I want no part of him right now with everything that's going on.
Agree.
I'm just going to take Amon-Ra. He's super safe, and I would rather have him than Garrett Wilson. Which might be a hot take,
Okay, so we've got Lamb, Jacobs, Pollard, Derrick Henry, Devontae Adams, Mahomes, St. Brown, Jalen Hurts, Jonathan Taylor, Garrett Wilson as the first 10 picks of round 2. Mark Andrews at the 211. And to end the second round, we have Jalen Waddle. I think I'll pause it after 4 rounds and we can kind of go through our teams quickly, but I don't want to hold it up too much.
I don't know what to do here. I mean, do I go Allen? Do I go?
I would take a defense.
or a kicker.
There's no kickers. I put this in here. I thought Tracy was going to join the stream, so I made sure there were no kickers.
All right, so I literally hate this spot of the draft because it's going to force me to take one of these running backs or a wide receiver who I'm not super bullish on. So, yeah. Yeah, I know. I could take Lamar. It just
I mean, the
wasn't
bots
really-
are going to take them all, so.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
All
that
right.
they are. The bots are going to go
Stupid
QB
bots.
heavy.
That's
Yeah,
why.
'cause-
That's why I took Allen because I knew the robots were going to take it.
Those damn bots. All right, so we're gonna do a different experiment. We're gonna take Lamar here and see how this build works out, even though this was not how I would normally pick a draft.
I mean, do you guys think I reached a little bit for Andrews? I know tight end premium.
No.
I would take it much earlier than that.
I don't know about much earlier, but midway through the second, I would probably take him.
If it's tight end premium, right? You said.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd take him early second. That'd be fine.
He only fell because the quarterback's taken by the bots.
Makes sense.
Fair enough. Fucking quarterbacks and bots.
Well, nobody took Josh Allen. Like, I took Josh Allen in the third round in 2 of my leagues last year, and I love that 3-2 QB spot.
Mm-hmm. I'd say that worked out very well for you last year.
It did until week I don't even remember, week 16, where literally nobody could play.
I think Brandon is going to go the way of the bots here. He looks to no longer be drafting at the 10 spot and is about to time out. Let's see. So does it give him Najee's the highest player on the board? Let's see if Sleeper gets funky here and gives him Devonta Smith. It'll probably give him Smith because he needs it gave him Harris.
Robust running back. Fantastic.
Hey, Aaron, do you remember that mock draft we did like a week and a half ago where we thought the robo pick was going to be Mahomes and ended up being Jalen Waddle?
Have you followed my Twitter? I don't remember what I did this morning. So for the third round, we have Olave, Josh Allen, Ramondre, Breece Hall, Higgins, Lamar, Etienne, Burrow, Gibbs, Najee Harris, Devonta Smith with me on the clock at the 312. Oh, and look at that. It's all running backs at the top of the board, or wide receivers at the top of the board, which I don't need. Hate the quarterbacks. Oh, that's not true. I do like a quarterback. I will take Justin Herbert to end out the round. And I suppose I kind of have to take a running back, don't I?
Yeah, I think that would help.
Who's your favorite of these running backs? You could wait.
0 RB, Aaron. Do it.
Yeah.
Fuck those running backs. Fuck those running backs.
Yes, sir. Welcome.
We have it's amazing the amount of converts that are going that direction.
See if he goes running back here.
Please do. Just go all running backs. I would love it.
Well, his timeout kind of brings up something that's been on Twitter quite a bit in the last week. Penalties for letting your draft go to auto draft. I like some of the ideas.
I hate when they're auto drafters in the DraftKings billing maker. I'm like, why are you on auto draft? I try and win $1 million and you're on auto draft stealing my players.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a league together on Saturday, and one of the rules I'm gonna control the draft, and if anybody goes on auto draft, they automatically get the last person in the 80.
Yeah, I like that.
The last 80 person.
Hey, make one pick here, but I'm gonna pause it after your first pick.
Sure.
I commented the other day. I have a slow draft going on in a bigger league. I left for the Expo Thursday. I got back Monday and I hadn't made a pick. And I commented that it was hilarious that I hadn't made a pick, and everyone pulled the, oh man, people have lives. I'm going, dude, really? Like it was this draft. It's the same 2 people. They take 8 hours on the clock. Then they come back, turn off auto draft. They milk 8 hours again, but it's 8 hours with a 12-hour sleep timer. So it's like 20 hours and it's brutal. But
does the clock restart or does it at least like,
no, it just keeps going, but they have guys on the clock for 20 hours. But
yeah,
so in the fourth, we have DK, Keenan Allen, Justin Fields, Calvin Ridley, Mixon, Walker, Debo, Aaron Jones, TJ Hawkinson, D-Hop, Amari Cooper, and Drake London. Anybody? Whoa, look at the fucking Brendan. You got robust wide receiver there. What do you think about that?
Blue is my favorite color. I'm trying to mix a couple things up. I'm trying to take guys that I don't normally take, and I love the values as my wide receivers 1, 2, 3, and 4 in those flex spots and stuff. I know that I can take some tight ends later that have high upside, and quarterbacks are coming. There's a lot of late round RB guys. So if I can kind of stack all of those wide receivers and take a lot of the value out of each week out of those wide receivers, I think I could put a pretty good team together.
Oh, I'll cue it back up here while we keep talking. And then Dylan went somewhere over the rainbow here, and he took one of each. What are your thoughts there, Dylan?
I'm trying. I don't know if like a balanced build is better to have like McCaffrey, then Andrews, Allen, Cooper. I'm telling you, I think the Browns are going to be good offensively. They can't be that crappy. I mean, Maury Cooper showed he could play outside last year, which is unbelievable.
How about you, Jesse? As you make your pick, what do you think?
So I wanted to try out Lamar in the third to see how my team would look, surrounded by the elite running back and then a bunch of wide receivers, like basically just running out that core. I don't really like it because it forces.
I hate Debo and Christian Watson, so
those are not your guys. So,
yeah,
but if you just
not my guys,
if you just flipped them with other wide receivers at ADP, right? Like you don't have to those exact guys, but just that build in general, see how it looks. Like I'm fine with this build. Like I'm sure it'll be competitive. It's just you just need Lamar to be the difference maker taking him that early. So if he struggles with injury, probably not going to work out. But back to form, I'll be fine.
Jesse, I'll trade you Andrews so I'm on Raw.
That's tempting. You know, I might be interested in that. I'll take the stack. Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
And to be fair, Dylan, Amari Cooper played on the outside with the Raiders, so he proved he could do it then too.
Well, I mean, he didn't have it still
100 years ago.
Wow.
I know people love Elijah Moore, but he's still their best wide receiver by far. So it's like, yeah.
So wait, what happened to Randy Moss when he went to the black hole? Oh wait, he was a black hole.
Yeah, he didn't want to play.
I mean, Devonta Adams was fine last year. I'm just saying, it's like situations are different, so it depends.
Non-Devo wide receiver. Oh gosh, Kittle. Ugh. I am not a fan of drafting Kittle this year. Oh yeah, it's the robot.
Yeah, we got that from the Kittle.
Like,
tell us how you really
gross.
feel. So if I take as my RB1 a guy who's suspended for the first 3 weeks, is that a bad strategy?
Yes.
Maybe in the 6th.
I mean, the value is fine value. I wouldn't worry about it too much.
I don't care.
And, like,
Fuck them
the
running
differential.
backs.
I mean, you're gonna take.
I'm just
Madison
not going to start a running back for
No.
the first month.
Yeah, you could just get a cheap guy. Fine.
I mean, I don't know what's going to happen to the Saints. I think Jamal Williams and Keanu Miller will be the guys. I don't know what's going to happen with Camaro.
He's going to be fine. He's going to come back and destroy.
He's going to be fine, but be honest with you, if Dennis Allen were not the coach and somebody else will, I think the Saints would actually be a bona fide Super Bowl contender.
If their line holds together, they're going to be a top 10 offense. Absolutely.
There's a lot of talk about them not handing the ball to Kamara as much, and I don't know if I buy that.
Well, yeah, he's 79 years old.
He still saw 20% target share last year.
They don't need to.
27.
They're going to
and Condre to pound it, and they can just use him in the flat and have him run routes, and he's going to be great.
No, they'll do that, but he's still going to get carries, guys. Like,
he'll be involved.
But I've heard a lot of talk about, they're just going to give it to these other backs over and over on the ground. No, Kamar's going to have, a pretty decent share on the ground for sure.
I got to recap here, guys, quickly. The 5th round, we had Anthony Richardson, Judy, Damian Pierce, Sanders, Terry McLaurin, Christian Watson, J.K. Dobbins, Cam Akers, Trevor Lawrence, DJ Moore, George Kittle, and Kyle Pitts. And then for the 6th, we have Kamara, Godwin, Ayuk, Waller, Dalvin Cook, Lockett, Javonte, James Conner, Madison, Mike Williams, Mike Evans, David Montgomery, and JSN.
And now
James Cook. Followed by Hollywood Brown, Michael Pittman, Dallas Goedert, and motherfucker, Deontay Johnson, took my pick.
You got to know me. Like, you know he's not getting to you.
Swift, you son of a bitch. DeAndre Swift, Rashad White. Well, time to reevaluate who my next pick is.
Yeah, I was looking at James Cook, and I was like, yeah, he'll fall. Nope, never mind. All right, Deontay.
No, Brandon stole my pick. I was thinking money.
Yeah,
He's gonna be a beast.
Yep. Both those
And
running backs are.
if I'm getting all of my points out of wide receivers, all I need is some touchdown supplements from David Montgomery. If he scores a touchdown a week, just like Jamal Williams did last year, that's gonna help.
I like him
Oh
with
my
your build.
God.
It makes a lot of sense.
Look at the fucking running backs left.
Take them, baby. Take them.
Fuck this shit. I don't care.
That did get ugly fast. Oof.
Speaking of Deontay Johnson, I had him pegged in the fishbowl. I probably mocked 100 drafts and took him almost every single time, usually around the 10th, 11th, 12th. And Howard reached up 2 rounds ahead of where I had him pegged and just snatched him. And I was so angry. That Howard Bender.
He's smart. He's a smart guy, that Howard Bender. I was on the 112, so I had to reach for Deontay to get him because I was at like the 8th, and I was like, he's not going to get back to me in the 10th, so I got to take him here. So I took him well ahead of ADP, but I was like, it's fine. Like sometimes you got to do that.
So Aaron, how many running backs are you going to take now?
I'm going to take a couple of running backs. I'm not going to lie. If you're watching the stream, you can see the running backs I'm currently looking at.
Or maybe the running backs you're wishing had been available.
No. Are you looking at the screen? I'm on the wide receiver tab. I'm not going running back at all because fuck those running backs. I went back-to-back receiver. I don't care. I'll fucking piece it together later.
Well, look at team 8 and 7. They just went robust RB in the middle rounds. Just took them all.
And that's forgetting Brandon, who started 3 running backs.
Just
There's
all
15
the running
backs on team 7, 8, and 10 have 15 running backs.
Right? It's like, should I take these running backs? No, I'm good.
I have 1, and he's suspended the first month of the season. Bold strategy, Cotton. So we have the 7th round, which JSN, James Cook, Hollywood Brown, Michael Pittman, Dallas Goedert, motherfucker stole Deontay Johnson, DeAndre Swift, Rashad White, Jahan Dotson, George Pickens, Antonio Gibson, and Christian Kirk. 8th round started with Jordan Addison, Isaiah Pacheco, Zay Flowers, Rashad Penny, Evan Ingram, Treylon Burks, Pat Freiermuth, Kadarius Toney. Why is someone? Oh, it's an auto draft. That's why they went Toney. AJ Dillon, Zach Charbonnet, Quentin Johnson, and we will round out the 8th with Khalil Herbert. Let's see how many running backs get back to me here. This could be really painful. Now that I have,
I'm sorry, Aaron.
5 wide receivers.
I'm going to take a running back here.
Well, that's good. I'm sure you won't take the good ones.
That's too funny.
We have OBJ.
Let's see.
I was right. You didn't take the good ones. We have Jamal Williams, Deshaun Watson, Dak Prescott. I thought that was JSN. It's not. It is Juju Smith-Schuster. I just seen J. Smith Dash. Next up, we have Jesse, who will inevitably rob me of the player I want. You son of a bitch.
I don't know if you want this guy, but I'm going to take a running back and see if it's the guy you want.
I do not. Devon Achane, David Njoku, Brandon Cooks. This is the problem. I post too much, and everybody knows which 2 I want to double tap here. Brian Robinson, Sam Laporta, Tua, and I'm going to get my 2 guys, I think, unless I've missed. Where are they? We have Kendrick Miller.
Are you going to get
Roshan Johnson? The most player profiler picks ever. We have OBJ, Jamal Williams, Deshaun Watson, Dak Prescott, Juju, Devon Achane, Njoku, Brandon Cooks, Brian Robinson, Sam Laporta, Tua Tagovailoa, and then we go with Kendre and Roshan for me, the most player profiler thing ever. So the 10th round is Roshan, Cortland Sutton, Eli Moore, and we have Jeremy on the clock.
I have a question, Aaron. You feel comfortable taking 3 running backs, none of whom have a starting job?
Comfortable? It's not the word I would use. Well, Roshan's going to be the number 1 in Chicago. Kendre is going to have some work. Well, no, I have like half the New Orleans running backs for week 1. One of them's Kendre's got to touch the ball. But no, comfort is not what I would characterize this situation as. I'm not gonna lie, I hate this fucking team, but whatever.
I'm right there with you. I hate my team too. So.
Yeah, I'm the
Don't
same
feel bad.
boat.
Michael we should have just gone back to Superflex. Michael
Right.
Thomas, Chigo Conquo, Gabe Davis, Rashad Bateman, Samaje Perine, Gino, A-Rod, and Jarek McKinnon.
Oh, do we have to take 2 quarterbacks?
No, that's the computer. The computer's a
Back
retard.
to double tap. Yeah.
Never mind.
Yes, take a quarterback. Jameson Williams ends the 10th round, and we will start the 11th with a mystery.
Tight end.
These things do go much quicker with the fucking auto draft, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Mhm.
We're 25 minutes in, and we've only got like 3 rounds left, so I ain't mad. Nico Collins starts off the 11th before Dylan takes a quarterback.
I'm not taking a quarterback. I'm taking a wideout, but the 3 at the top of the board all suck.
I just scrolled 30 guys, and I don't want any of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of ugly here. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start reaching for guys like Nico.
Mm-hmm. Get your guy. That's what it's all about.
Dylan takes Tyler Boyd. Then we have Dalton Kincaid, Alan Lazard, Dalton Schultz, Sky Moore, Kirk Cousins, Damian Harris, and Jeremy on the clock.
Sniped by that team 3. I was going to take a wide receiver too, Dalton Kincaid.
Ooh.
Instead, we'll reach a little bit. And we'll
Tank
grab Tank.
Bigsby.
Good pick.
Half
Follow
PPR.
by-
I mean, what do you think about my Aaron? What do you think about honestly? What do you think about my team setup so far?
You have Christian McCaffrey. I like your first 3. I like your first 4 picks. I like your first 4 picks.
What, you hate Judy?
Yeah, I do. And then I hate Evans. It just gets progressively more hateful the further we go down. So I like your first 4 picks.
I think Mike Evans is being slept on, and even though there's nobody to throw him the ball, I think he's going to have a better year than people think. Deontay's a good fit.
I like Mike Evans too. Like at his value, he's going to outproduce like everyone in that range because he's so cheap.
So the 11th round was Nico Collins, Tyler Boyd, Dalton Kincaid, Alan Lazard, Dalton Schultz, Sky Moore, Kirk Cousins, Damian Harris, Tank Bigsby, Tyjae Spears, Elijah Mitchell, and I ended it with Raheem Mostert. Then I paired him with Jeff Wilson. We have another computer team taking a second quarterback in Goff. Then we have Higbee, Algier, another computer team taking a second quarterback in Daniel Jones. Jacoby Myers and Jesse is on the clock. I'm sure he'll take a second quarterback here.
Oh, should I just keep it going? That would be fun, right? Like, yeah, why not?
Take a kicker. We do have to take a defense. We do have to take a defense.
I'm gonna start. I just want to see if the computer will follow my train if I started taking defense. That would be hilarious. Yeah, I mean, I literally hate everybody on the board right now. There's not a player I like. So we're just going to find somebody because this is ugly. All right, we'll just do this. We'll take old-ass Zeke. Have fun with it.
We have Zeke, Deonta Foreman, Cole Kmet, Adam Thielen. So the computer's going double tight end and double quarterback?
Bully. They're just
Love
bullies.
it.
Oh gosh, I really don't like. I am honestly wishing I didn't have to make this pick.
So the computer taking double tight end and double quarterback, and yet there are no wide receivers and running backs that we want. That should tell you all you need to know. So we have Adam Thielen, Michael Gallup. Ugh, that's ugly. And Alec Pierce. And then we will kick off the 13th round with more fun, I'm sure. Van Jefferson. Followed by a DST. The 49ers, Darnell Mooney, Rashee Rice, Russell Wilson. Jesse is up with...
Oh, yeah. All right. Sure.
With Jonathan Mingo. Then we have Dulcich, Romeo Dobbs.
Betting against you, Jesse. Going shark.
What round are we in again?
13.
Too late. It's too late. I don't know.
We have DJ Shark, followed by, well, I guess I should look at the board. I'm up soon. Jordan Love, Devin Singletary, and I'm going to do something fun. I'm going to look at the board for the first time in 3 rounds.
Ew.
I wish I hadn't looked at the board. Ooh, this is fucking ugly. Fuck it. Defense.
Start double tap it. Just double tap it.
Jesus Christ. So the top non-quarterback tight end defense is what? Rondale Moore or
Bryce Young,
Jalen Hyatt?
Jalen Moore, Jared Everett. Ugh. Hold my nose.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Don't mind if I do.
I'm telling you right now, I cannot get enough of Kenny being on best.
Didn't he lose his
Sounds
job
like a
yesterday?
personal problem. So to start the 14th, we have Gainwell, Rondale Moore, Tank Dell, Cowboys DST, Zay Jones, Jalen Warren, and Jesse on the clock to take.
So I'm gonna take an injured quarterback to support Lamar, who never stays healthy. So it'll just be fun. Like we'll just go 2 injured quarterbacks. One of them might play for me this year.
So then we have Kyler Murray and the computer mad dash on defense. We have Bills, Ravens, Jets, and Gus Edwards.
Sorry. Go
ahead. No, I was done. I was just filling space.
All right. And I was going to say, Jesse, I wanted to react to your Zeke pick. Aaron is looking for 5 bold predictions, and mine is Zeke Elliott is going to outproduce. Why didn't it do it?
Mondre.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. Musgrave.
Yeah.
I like it. Ooh, Nick
He's going to score more touchdowns than Ramondre and Jamal Williams combined.
Ooh,
How many fantasy points do you think Zeke puts up this year? 100, 200?
175.
My
Just
bold
one touchdown.
prediction is that his weight will be 100 digits higher than his fantasy output by the end of the season.
I'm not
like
sure.
that.
He will put up 150 and he will be 250 by season end.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Justin Ross, Rashid Shaheed,
Pushing 300 now.
Chase Brown, CEH, Jalen Hyatt, defense with Dolphins, Saints, Patriots, Juwan Johnson, Seahawks, Steelers, and then me, who hasn't looked at the board since last round. What do I need here? Oh, that's a fucking sexy team.
A lot of green. Mixed with some other colors.
Jesus Christ. Makes me wish I was drinking still. I'm going to make it even sexier. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to take Jaden Reed. I was going to go Leonard Fournette, but I had to throw up to do it. So, okay, so let's look at our teams here. From the 101, we have a team with a quarterback of Richardson and a tight end of Musgrave. Kind of played it light there. Then you went Montgomery and Herbert at running back. Jesus Christ, do you like blue? Your wide receiver room is Justin Jefferson, Jalen Waddle, Chris Olave, Drake London, JSN, OBJ, Jamison Williams, Nico, Alex Pierce, Van Jefferson, and Justin Ross. Holy shit,
every
did
one
you
of those
go
wide receivers.
Wide receiver heavy. You lost me on wide receiver about round 9, with the exception of Nico Collins, I think.
Alex
Dylan,
Pierce, I think, stacked with Anthony Richardson. Watching those two connect in training camp has been an absolute joy. Richardson just chucks the ball 80 yards down the field and Pierce runs under it. And he was a deep threat at Cincinnati. So I think that combination is going to pay dividends this year.
The problem is, come week 1, they have these things called defenders.
No, I mean, Alec Pierce is smoking defenders and getting under the ball. Because Richardson can throw it farther than the defenders can run to. So
I don't hate him. I guess at that price you can't go wrong. Dylan's team started off varied, but we have Josh Allen as his quarterback, no backup. Mark Andrews as his tight end with no backup. Oh, you didn't draft a defense either on the first team there. Didn't notice that.
I did.
No. Brandon's team.
Nope.
Dylan has the 49ers. His running back room is McCaffrey, James Cook, Jamal Williams, and Jerick McKinnon, and Gus Edwards. Boy, did that get ugly. But I mean, look at my running back room. His wide receivers are Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Mike Evans, Quentin Johnston, Tyler Boyd, Michael Gallup, and Rashid Shaheed. What do you think here, Dylan?
I'm thinking, would you rather have my wide receivers or your running backs?
It's probably a draw.
I mean, I don't know. Like, if you get the 1 or 2, it's hard passing up. In regular fantasy, it's hard passing up Chase, but then again, you're hurting a running back though, so it's like one or the other.
Yeah, I wouldn't have. I have McCaffrey as my 4. I go Jefferson, Chase, Kelsey, but that's just me. Jesse has Lamar, and he backed him up with Call of Duty Boy. At tight end, he has Freiermuth with no backup. Dolphins as his DST. Running back room is Eckler, Javonte, Devon A-Chain, and Zeke. You have a lot of receivers as well. You have St. Brown, Debo, Watson, Deontay, Bateman, Sky Moore, and Mingo. What do you think, Jesse?
So this is what happens when you go in without a strategy. You end up with something like this where you're just kind of like, yeah.
Your team makes me want to throw up the least so far, I think.
Hey, how about that? It's just a light throw up, just a little bit. But yeah, I don't. What Lamar did, taking Lamar that early, like I don't like how the rest of my team played out. Like ideally, I'd rather flip him with Gibbs and then come and get like Geno in the 10th or some nonsense like that, where I get, if I was doing that, I would like this team a lot more. But ideally, like it's probably gonna be okay team. I don't expect this team to be elite or anything like that.
Jeremy has Trevor Lawrence, no backup. He has Waller with Juwan Johnson as a backup, and his defense is the Cowboys. At running back, he has Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs, Penny, Brian Robinson, Bigsby, and Tyler Algier. His wide receivers are Cooper Kupp, Calvin Ridley, Jahan Dotson, Michael Thomas, and DJ Shark. What are your thoughts, Jeremy?
Yeah, these wide receivers are ugly as hell, but listen, half PPR, I'm just trying to load up on running back, and I have a feeling this year, more than we've ever been able to do before, we're going to be able to draft high running back and high tight end. I think you really have to, high quarterback and high tight end. You really have to kind of get that elite value and just try and hit later on running back and wide receiver after you get a couple of guys. So, Lawrence was my last in the tier. QB. Waller is really a tight end I'm targeting everywhere. So I'm happy with those guys. My first 6 picks. After that, it's a crapshoot. So we'll see.
I've been doing the exact opposite with tight end. I've been punting if I don't get Kelsey because I'm comfortable late with the group of Dalton Schultz, Cole Kmet, Greg Dulcich, Tyler Higbee, and Gerald Everett. Everett didn't even get drafted in this. So if I don't get Kelsey, like if I can get Kelsey somewhere in the 2nd or late 1st, I take him. Otherwise, I've just been punting tight end because I don't really like. I have Andrews all the way down to Goddard in one tier. The 2, 3 Andrews, Hawkinson, Goddard, Waller, Kittle, Pitts. I have them all in the same. Like every once in a while, I'll sprinkle in the 7th or 8th here, like whoever the last one is, Goddard. But I never actually take Pitts this high. I just did it because it was a mock. My team is Justin Herbert with no backup, Kyle Pitts, no backup, Eagles D. My wide receivers are Diggs, Lamb, Kirk, Addison, and Jaden Reed.
Did you forget DK?
Oh, DK, I didn't even see him. DK, yes, I have DK as my wide receiver 3. My running back 1 is Alvin Kamara. My running back 1 is Kendre Miller. My running back 1 is Roschon Johnson. This team sucks. Then I have Mostert, Wilson, and Gainwell. I may not have a starting running back for the first month of the season.
The unintended zero RB.
That's a fucking great. That's a great team there.
That sounds like one of my best ball teams.
0 RBs, and he took 6 of them.
Yeah. Well, I still have 0 RBs, so That's ugly. This is going to be a team that's going to have to be carried by the top 8 picks here in the defense. My defense may outscore my running back room this year. Fucking ugly. That's ugly.
Yikes.
Holy shit. Okay, do not go a total 0 RB, and when you do, don't take a suspended running back and a bunch of rookies and some old fucks. It's a bold strategy, just doesn't really pay off. Alrighty, let's bring it back here. I'm gonna get rid of these. Actually, fuck it. Brandon, we'll start with you. Do you want to tell everyone once again where they can find you and your work?
Alrighty, search Substack for the Fantasy Burn. I will be guesting for now on YouTube live stream stuff. Find me on Twitter at BigBonedFFB. I write for Dynasty Pros ff.com. I think there's a paywall, but the subscription is totally worth it. We have a trade calculator, Devi rankings. It's a really good website that's kind of not as well known at the moment. I will be writing news blurbs for Player Profiler starting sometime next week. And Twitter's where to find me at BigBonedFFB.
I was confused about that news desk thing. We started it like 2 weeks ago, and I wrote 2 or 3 of them, and it was supposed to be going every day, and we never heard anything again. And then we got an email that they're starting it back up today. So
yeah,
I don't know what the hell's going on, but we'll have to see. Next up, we have there we go. It was just a mystery. We have Jesse. Your turn, Jesse.
All right, so find me, JMoller05, all the platforms, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, X, whatever you call this platform anymore. You can find my written work, League Winners, and P2W. We'll be coming out with stuff all throughout the season. We'll do that. We have Dynasty content coming out. And then Rantings of Fantasy Football Fanatic, that's my podcast. I also do the FF Squared podcast with Prue Patel. And then I will be doing other stuff throughout the rest of the season. So just search JMoller05. It'll take you to all those platforms.
Sounds good. That brings us to next mystery guest is Dylan. Dylan. Sorry, go ahead.
Check me out at Dylan F Sports 1, host the Big D podcast, Spunky Spectrum Sports YouTube page.
Can be found at a best ball draft near you. Last but not least, we have Jeremy.
Yep, at the FF League Winners, I'm at FF Rebel, both on X, Twitter, whatever. Writing a bunch of Dynasty and redraft content this season.
Bringing the fucking enthusiasm, man.
Let's go!
Yeah. Was the draft that bad? Like, shit, is my team that depressing?
That draft, I don't know what the hell I'm doing anymore, man.
My team has caused seasonal depression? Is that what's going on here? Holy shit.
It's the lighting.
Yeah, it's the lighting. Jeez. All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for mock drafting along with the computer doing some crazy ass shit. Me doing some crazy ass shit myself. It was always fun. At least there were no kickers taken in the 8th round. I'm never going to let her live that down. I hope you're listening. All right. This has been a mock draft Monday on Friday. Once again, I am Aaron St. Dennis, the FF Mad Scientist, and this has been the Mad Science Lab podcast. Thank you to everyone who participated, and thank you all for watching. Take care and have a great night, everyone. See ya.